Okay, we are live now. Let me pass the host to you again. Okay, so now create the rooms. So while she's putting us live on YouTube, let me ask to Marise. You put the heart, the reaction here. So what do you think about this video?
Yeah, it was so impacting, you know. It's hard to think about it and bring some memories about high school and my choice about career, you know. So, and I love to these kind of arguments, you know. And yeah, it was great.
Yeah, I totally agree. What a great thing.
And it's okay, the rooms?
Yeah, I don't know. Just a minute. Let me see.
Yeah, for me it's okay. Bye-bye.
I think everybody goes to the other places. So let me see. Put me as I don't know. Put me as host again.
Okay, I think I do something wrong.
You just forgot to delete one of the rooms. No problem. We can. Let me see. We can go. Okay, so I will go to the breakout room number 2 and ask everybody to come here. Okay.
Okay.
While I'm doing it, ask Tamara if she's here.
Tamara, can you hear us? Tamara?
We are here again. So Manu, are you there?
Yeah. My internet's like not much better today. So guys, let's start. The first we are present ourselves, so today we already answer this question. So Atamis, can you represent yourself, please?
You're muted.
Yes.
Yeah, I think everybody here knows me already, but I'm 35, I'm nutritionist, I'm singer and embroidery artist. I'm from Caxambu, Minas Gerais, and I live in England. That's it.
Marise, can you present yourself, please?
Sure. So, hi girls, just girl here. And I live in Rio de Janeiro and I have a degree in advertising. I work with digital marketing nowadays as a freelancer. And I'm a host here on TNT too. And I practice my English here for about 6 months. So, and I love it.
Thank you. And you, Tamara, can you present yourself? Tamara, can you hear us? She is occupied. So, Luana, can you present yourself?
Girls, I had a problem with my connection. I don't know if I can go back to the other
Yeah,
room.
I will put you there.
Oh, okay. So, Ana Beatriz, can you present yourself, please?
Sorry,
Yeah, for
just
sure.
a minute. Luana, you were in the room with Krislana, Marie,
Yeah.
and Art? Okay.
Yeah.
So, sorry, Anna, you can go on.
Don't worry. So hello everybody. I'm Anna. I'm from São Paulo. I'm host here, and I'm a junior high school, so it's my last year in high school, and I'm interested to take an advantage of what you're gonna say. Yeah.
Larissa, can you present yourself, please?
Sure. Hello, everyone. My name is Larissa. I'm 29 years old and I'm living in São Paulo, but I'm from Pará and I'm an English teacher. And next week I'll be a host here at Aprendi also.
Wow, it's great. No? So, guys, let's start to answer the questions. Today it's only girls. I'm happy about it. So the first question is, when you have finished high school, are you feel lost about what to do next? Atamis.
Yes. It was a long time, but I remember. Yeah, I was lost because in my point of view at the time, I couldn't go to the university. It wasn't so easy for me because I was from a poor family, and the environment didn't provide me any skills to go to. So I went to the university much later in my life. I was 23 when I started in the college. So I was very lost at the time. I passed 1 year just trying to figure out what I would do, and after that I started to work any work I could, and that's it.
You, Anna, is in the junior high school, yeah?
Yeah, I'm a senior.
So you feel afraid about what to do when you finish the high school?
For sure, But I think it's something like by myself, that I do with myself, So I'm all the time like over pressure myself. But my family, it's everything okay with them. No, they're not in pressure me, but I'm pressure myself, a lot. Yeah.
And do you, Bia, when you have finished high school, are you feel lost about what to do next?
Well, yes and no, because I had something in mind that I knew what I wanted to be. So it wasn't so hard for me, and I studied really, really, really hard that year uh, to achieve what I wanted. So I was afraid to not get into college, to not achieve what I wanted. But yeah, it was a short period of time that I got crazy thinking that I would fail, you know, that period that you're just you didn't receive the all of the results, so you don't know what will happen to your life. And yeah, that was it was it for me. I had this time that I didn't know what would happen, but I knew what I wanted.
Good. And you, Larissa, you feel lost about what to do?
Yes and no. I I always wanted to become a teacher, but I didn't know what, in which area. So I always liked biology. It used to be my favorite subject in school. So I decided to do biology, but not exactly that course. I wanted to try to be to tourism. I passed the vestibular, but they didn't get enough students to have the course. So I had to spend 1 year doing cursinho to try it again. And then in the middle of the year, I tried because I was very sad. I got into depression and it was a very hard time for me. So my dad said, okay, I don't want you to do this anymore because it's not being healthy. So I'll pay for you to study at a private school. So I tried again and it happened the same thing. And okay, so what I want to do with my life? So I started again, like a lot. I was doing two cursinhos. It was like, okay, at the end of this year, I gotta go to a university. I don't know which course. I just want to do something. And it wasn't easy because of this.
And you, Marise, you feel lost, you feel afraid when you finish the high school?
Yeah, I believe I was afraid of, the things that I was going to have. So I don't remember exactly, but I always want to work with communication and advertising, and something like online world, and I always knew what I want to do, but I feel afraid of to I don't know, don't be good, be wrong in my choices. I believe our teenagers has these kind of feelings, but I always knew that I was working with communication and people because I love it.
Tamara, can you answer now? Are you here? Okay. So when I finished my high school, I feel so afraid and so lost because I didn't know what to do. I never have a dream to become something like a medical thing, doctor or lawyer, for example. So I feel so lost. And I studied so hard in my last year in the high school. Like I go to the school in the morning and then I work at the afternoon and I go to the casino in the night. And for me, I feel so anxious about what to do because I don't know what I want in that moment of my life. And then I don't have the score for the public university, so I feel so lost because I don't have money for pay private university. So I started to work, and then I enter. I don't know is the word for the private college, and the course the what the road the cheap course in the grade. You know, I see the English, Spanish, and the English in the grade, and I put my name there, and I finish in last month. So that is it, guys. But the next question is, do you think university is the only way to be a successful person? So, Maris, what do you think about this?
No, no way, because there are a lot of business women and businessmen that they're working a lot and create a huge oh my gosh, a huge business, you know, and they don't need it university to I don't know, to create knowledge and improve themselves, you know. So no, nowadays for me it's not a mandatory, you know.
And you, Atamis, what do you think? The university is the only way to be a successful person?
No, not at all. No, because there are many people go to the university, do a course, and they are not successful. And sometimes you have some skill or talent or something you already have, and you learn with any other any other environment, and you can be successful. So I consider myself much more successful in the things I learned out of the university than in my course. So I think you can be successful from anything you have persistence and you love. So
And you, Bia, what do you think?
I agree. I don't think that's the only way to be successful. I think that's not. Nowadays, people just don't need it, you know, to achieve what they want. If that's not what they want, if they don't want, I don't know, academic career, I don't know if that's in English. If they don't want it, they just don't need it, you know. You can live and have a successful life without it, for sure.
And you, Ana Beatriz, what do you think?
Yeah, I think as the girl said, I agree that not only because you go to university that you're going to be successful. No, universities don't provide like the successful thing. You know, you must be a great person in your career, and you can also study on the internet. We have like a lot of sources nowadays on the internet that's better than school sometimes, you know, that you can learn it. And yeah, I only think this way. Yeah.
And you, Larissa, what do you think?
I agree with everyone. Everything that you said, it's what I was thinking here before I make my answer. And yes, in nowadays we have so many options. We can do so many things. Like we can create, for example, now I'm a private teacher and I graduated in biology, but then I needed money. Someone invited me to start to teach English. And I started to study by myself, to learn new things, to find ways to get more students and all. And I have so many friends that are doing the same thing. You know, okay, we are going through a hard time. We can't. Think, oh, okay, he's an entrepreneur now because he needs the money and all. It's different. We are living at different times. But I think that, like Atami said, if you have passion, if you love what you do, and if it's by your heart, you can be successful. You don't need to do the best college, have the best teachers and all. If you love what you do, you will be successful.
Yeah, totally agree. And I think in nowadays we have a fast, we want to think is more fast, and then we don't want to more fast 4 years in university more, because you learn this in months. So I think the reality is going to be changed, the mentality of we have a successful person if you want to university. So Tamara, you want to answer this question or no? Okay. Sorry guys
And
for the noise.
can I add something? Like, because I only
Okay.
remember right now that like I'm doing a technical course in like I'm studying advertising, and like my teachers, they pass it to a like to read a bookie, and then they said, oh, you're gonna reading this in the university. The teacher are gonna indicate this to reading. No, so it's why the reason that that I must do at college, and my course it's like for free. My teachers are really a good teachers. No, I'm proud of them. So it's not only the college, the name of the college. Sometimes it's really nowadays it's really different. I think so.
Yes, and I totally agree with you. So
Can
the
I just
next,
say something about it?
yes,
Because I agree 100% with Anna Beatriz said. But there's a thing, some course, some careers, you have to go to the university, like doctors. Some I think there's you can learn out of, but I don't trust. So there are some exceptions. It's just this.
yes, yes. So the next question is, what's your opinion about students having to compete with their own friends to go to college? Don't you agree it's unhealthy? So, Maris, what do you think about this?
Yeah, well, competition is in the world, and I believe your I don't know, the most competitor is you, and yourself actually. So I don't know how can I answer that. It's not I agree or disagree. It's not like that. I believe it's what you believe, and I believe myself. If you believe in yourself, uh, there isn't anyone that could hurt your feelings or your goals, and I don't know, make your own choices and move on. It's not a. I believe it's not a competition that. I don't know how can I explain that, especially in English, But I believe that each everyone needs to practice some self knowledge and don't compete with everyone in all time. It's something like that. I don't know.
And you, Larissa, what do you think about the competition with their own friends to go to the college?
Um, I think the problem here in Brazil is how our education system works, how we get into the university. For example, in the United States, they are making their resume during high school, and all the time they're learning, doing extra courses and all. And here in Brazil, unfortunately, it's not everyone that has this opportunity. So it's a competition. it becomes a competition, especially between those who studies at public schools and those who study at private schools. And I think that this is totally unhealthy, especially now with SISU, because sometimes people they put their name in every course that they can, and when they got into one they don't go out from the other options. They, okay, I want to see my name there, you know, and this is unfair to the others that is trying to get that spot at the university, you know. And I don't like this about competition. For example, I teach it at Kumon and I didn't like their system. This that you gotta be the best all the time and they give you a prize if you do it. And I don't like the system, how this works.
Yes, I totally agree with you. When I was in high school, we have a really competition. You know, the people, the professors put the one list in the wall, and then when you want to see your notes, it is really terrible for me. I don't like this because I feel like I'm an idiot. I don't know because I never have the best notes of the class. So for me, it's a shame to see my name in the wall, you know. And you, Ana Beatriz, what do you think about this?
You know, like as a senior this year that you're still in the pandemic, you're not in thinking about this at all. No, you're not in thinking in go to school, in go to college. You're really, oh, you know, it's a messy, it's a really complete messy, even though like in the school daily routine that we're having. And I don't think that's like a competition. You know, I hated competitions. I think that's not necessary sometimes. And I don't think my friends they have their their plans, you know. So it's really completely different that I'm looking for. So it's not a competition. I don't feel this, you know. And yeah, I don't think this. I think it, but yeah, I totally agree with the thing of the system that Larissa said before.
And you, Atamis, what do you think about this?
I think the problem is the system, not just in Brazil. I had in the university, I had a French teacher, and he said to me, in France, you have to the to go to the university. They they look at all your score for your entire life, and you if you have in somewhat of the sometime in your life before the university a bad time, and you go back to the in the school or high school or whatever, uh, you can't change that. You have no chance to go to the university. And he said to me, in Brazil is more fair because anyone can choose and study. So it's a point of view. I think it's not fair. Like they look all your life before the university as well, because if something happened, bad happened, you can go back. So you can have another chance. So in Brazil, it's a problem as well, but you can have another chance in a way. So in Argentina, I believe you can just go to the university, just uh, make you do I forget the word now, like subscribe or something like that. You uh, and you go. You don't have to pay. It's public as well. So I think, yeah, I think it's the systems around the world. Here, if you pay, you go as well, but it's very expensive, very very expensive. In Australia, when I want to go to do the second course, it's public, but you have to do a exam before. So I'm trying. I'm preparing myself to this. I don't know. Maybe I go again. I don't know.
And you, Bia, what do you think about this?
I Yeah, I don't think that the fact that it is a competition is unhealthy. I agree with I think Larissa said about the system. I think our system is unhealthy. I don't think that I think that we can create healthy competitions. Not in every kind of competition can be health, and we just need to put a system that provides it, and I don't think our system is healthier is healthy at all. And yeah, that's it. I agree.
So the next question is, I will split some questions. So the sixth question is, what do you think about do what you love and you will never work another day in your life? It is true. So Larissa, what do you think about this quote?
No, it's not true. Actually, you work as double, triple, you work a lot. I'm speaking for myself, what I love, what I do. I love teaching. I can't imagine myself doing other thing. But for example, every time that I do a TNT or that I participate to a meeting here, my mind just start to get crazy with ideas. That's why I like to join as many classes as I can. So I'm here and I think, oh, I can do this with my teenagers. It's so I am always thinking, I'm always working. Sometimes I'm watching a TV series or a movie and I can talk about this. For example, I was watching that movie Soul from Disney on the weekend, and now I have a student that she likes to talk about spirituality and other things. I can ask her to watch this movie and then we'll discuss about it. So, guys, you will work a lot.
And you, Marise, what do you think about this quote?
Yeah, I totally agree with Larissa. I believe that as much things that we love to do, more work we need, and it's not I, actually, I believe that depends in the work and depends on your goals, but every kind of work we need to, um, I don't know, we need to think about what we want and the things we have to do to achieve that, and it's not a fantasy or yeah, life it's hard and life is a competition every time. So you could work with the things that you love, but we need to work to achieve the goals. Yeah.
And you, what, James, what do you think about this?
I agree. And sometimes you start to hate what you loved because you have to work so hard and you stop to love that. And I think it's a big mistake. You think, oh, I will work with I love and I will not, I will never work another day. That's not true, because you have to count. Uh, Probably you have a boss, you not be, and that person will not be so nice sometimes. You have to go and go to the work every day, tired, and many things you have to count and count. I'd like to do this, and I when I start to to make embroideries to sell, I stopped to sell because people start to um, actually push you more and more and more and more, and I was overwhelmed, and I stopped, and I stayed 3 months without like touch anything because I couldn't, and I decided I will never sell again. I can give to one of my pieces easily I haven't. I don't really mind, but I don't want to sell anymore. I don't want to work with this. I can't. So because I love too much. I love too much. I don't want to sell. I don't want to work. So I think you can do what I think you have to like some, a little what you do. You have to like. You can't work what you hate. You because I think it would be very hard. Like you hate something and you have to work with this every day. But I don't believe in this quote. Mm-mm.
I totally agree with you, Atamis. I think you needed to like your job. But when you love so much something and then you start to work with this and then you have the demands for the person and then you start to feel so pressure and then you something like is you love or your hobby starts to be how can I say this? Starts to be hard and like a fardo. I don't know say this English. So I totally agree with you. I think we need to like our jobs, but the thing of you love you do for your own and do not sell this. So what do you think, Ana Beatriz, about this part?
I don't know, like you can work with things that you love, but you're gonna need to work, because you have bills to pay. Everybody's have bill to pay. They're not stop to come in. You're gonna need to pay. So I think yeah, you need to work. You're gonna need to work. And I think that it's possible to work with things that is you love because you're gonna be more excited. But sometimes you can also get stressed, frustrated. So you can work, but you're gonna have all the feelings. It's not in something special, different. It's gonna be the same thing as work. Work it's work. Yeah.
And you, Bia, what do you think about this?
Yeah, I agree. I don't think that's I don't believe in that phrase, I think that we will work, and I agree with Satami, Larissa. We can work even harder if we love it, because we will dedicate more, to that thing, and we will work really harder if we love it. And I agree that I don't think it's possible to work with something that we don't like. Well, it is possible, but we won't we won't um, have a great time, and we won't. That's not healthy, and I think we won't do a great job. Probably it's really hard to do something great with something that we don't like. Manu,
Yes.
could you,
Yes.
oh, okay. Mariska is back.
Yes. So guys, how is the meeting in the others rooms? Sis, can you answer? Sorry for the noise, guys. Chris Lana, hi.
Hi, it was very good. We talked with Luana and Alex, and we can say it about our countries and the difference, and explain to Alex about Brazil, and he's explain about Colombia. So it was good.
Good. And you, Gabriela, what is your room? The conversation.
Yeah, it was great. I think this topic is very important for us to think about the pressure that we make through on teenagers, and we force them to decide their futures during the high school when they are like 17 years old, and we still don't know what the world is like yet. So we force them to decide, and this leads to disappointments in the future. I don't know. It is very harmful way to think and to I don't know, to teach them how to decide this kind of stuff that will define their future. So we have to be more cautious when we do this, when we expect things like that from the teenagers and the youth. Yeah. And it was a great conversation. I think we talked about a lot of important topics like the national exams, and I try to talk about the curriculum too, but I get confused in the vocabulary. I wasn't finding the right words to express, because I study at college to be a teacher, so we studied this a lot about this the quality of the education, and this is a very present topic and very present in our talkings and our debates and this kind of stuff. I don't know. I'm not expressing myself well today, so yeah, but it was great conversation.
Thank you. And you, Ana Paula, what is your conversation?
I was in Gabriele's bureau, and it was really good. And me, Wellington, Gabriele, and Patricia, we talked about the national exams, as Gabriele said. And it was really good because we tried to solve Brazil problem, because we disagreed that ENEM is a good way to evaluate students. We disagree, but we don't have any other suggestion, because we think that Brazil doesn't have the structure. I don't know how to say this. Brazil is not prepared to have other kind of evaluation, entrance exam, I don't know.
So, Patricia, I will ask you the last question is, if you could go back to the past, what kind of advice would you give yourself when?
So, I don't know. Oh, it's a hard question, guys. So maybe no felt pressure for take a vaccine at college, or just enjoy my youth, and these things, not a lot of pressure, because when I become adult, I will really feel pressure, and the responsibilities, and just live, enjoy my youth, I think.
Okay, guys, thank you so much for this meeting. I'm so sorry because today I'm really nervous. It's my first time,
Wait a minute. You know what is the rule number one and the only one that we have here. Don't say sorry, Manu. So okay, continue. Don't forget the feedback.
Okay.
As well.
Sorry, guys. Oh, again. So I'm embarrassed speaking Spanish than English, but I will try. So thank you, guys. You receive email, so you can evaluate us. And that is it, guys. See you next time.
To speak Spanish, be here tomorrow in Manu's meeting. It's her first meeting in Spanish.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you, Manu.
You.
Thank you, Manu. Bye, girls.
Thank you.